These are not your usual stuffed baked potatoes because they're actually shepherd's pie filling loaded in a potato skin. I've already baked 4 potatoes and they're nice and cool. So we want to remove the flesh of the potato, but we need to do this carefully because it's the potato skin that's going to hold our filling. So first thing, I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off the top of the potato. This will expose the flesh. And I'm using a small spoon. Let's put the flesh in our bowl. It's so worth the effort doing this because wait till you see how beautiful they look when they're all put together. Let's add the remaining ingredients. We need 3 tablespoons of sour cream, a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. This really adds a nice, interesting flavor to your mashed potatoes. Let's get them whipped. And now we need to add a 1/4 cup of milk. Oops, the tray went a little cockeyed, so let me straighten it out, and now let's fold in our chives. I'll combine this really well and then we'll set it aside and start making our filling. Today I'm using 12 ounces of ground beef. I've got about a tablespoon of olive oil heated up in my pan, but you can also use ground turkey or ground lamb or a mixture of different meats. So I'm sauteing this on medium heat. You want to break up the meat and stir it every now and again. You want to get it thoroughly browned. Now let's get going with the veggies. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter. Let's get that melted. Now if after cooking your meat you have a lot of excess fat, I usually remove that. I'm now going to add a 1/3 cup of diced carrots. This is about 1 small carrot, and a 1/4 cup of chopped onions. And you can see I have them finely diced. And we have 1 minced garlic clove. And we want to cook this until the onions are nice and soft. Then have your tablespoon of flour ready because we're going to sprinkle that evenly over the top of the veggies. Okay, let's put it all together. First, meat right back into the pan. And we want to add some richness to this. So let's add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Oh, that's going to give it a lot of flavor. 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. This will help thicken it up. Get all that in there. And now we'll add 1 cup of beef broth. Let's simmer this for 5 minutes on medium heat until it thickens and reduces. It's the perfect consistency. Now I'll add a teaspoon of dried thyme. I love thyme in this dish. And a 1/3 cup of thawed peas. Mix that together and we're ready for the next step. Okay, I've already started to stuff my potatoes. Let's finish up the rest. Okay, these taco holders work really well because they really stabilize the potato. Now for the mashed potatoes, I like to use a piping bag with a star tip. I think it gives it a real elegant look. Okay, in the oven they go at 400 degrees. Bake them for 15 minutes. Put them under the broiler for 2 more minutes just to crisp up the top. These are so gorgeous. A mini casserole and a potato skin. So for this recipe and more tips, check out my website and enjoy these Irish shepherd's pie in a potato bowl.